Got the 2004 Toyota Matrix looking like a dented 2004 on this door. Got some rusted, chipped paint. We are going to swap it out with a junkyard blue. To remove this door off of the hinges, you have to remove this shell cover first by removing a screw here and here. So here we go. Take a little flathead screwdriver, put it into the little crease and pop it out. The second screw to remove is right here in the door. It's gonna be another Phillips head right here. All right, so once those two screws are removed, we can pop this right on out. And we can also remove the cover right here. It's attached by just one clip. You can pull from the bottom of the door to get these clips released. The whole thing will just come right on off, no problem. There's some wires connecting. Go ahead and pull that one out, and then you got another tab. Push that down, pop that out, and now your shell comes right on off. Got this plastic cover. It's gonna be really helpful to pull it away. This was here to stop sound. This car was rattling from the dents in the door. So I just stuffed some towels in, whatever it took, just to stop the damn rattle. There's also a piece of foam insulation that detached that goes right here. I just push it into place when I put the door shell back on. You could glue it back on, but no big deal. Just have that there to help stop any rattling as well. Okay, so we need to strip this door and wiring down to look like this door right here. The speaker stays in the door because it's riveted, so that's not removed. Next thing we want to do is remove the door handle. You can push it off to the side and it just clicks right on out. There's just a little tab right there, a couple little tabs right there. Comes out very easily. You just pop those out as well. It's as easy as just pulling them right on off. Looping out the hook. Got one hook out, second out. And there's your handle. Remove these three nuts right here to pull off the rear view mirror. 10mm socket. When you come around, now that those nuts are removed, the whole thing will just pop right on off. All those 100-degree days might be keeping it stuck to the door here. All right. And just slide it straight through. Go ahead and reuse that on this new door. By new, I mean old, but better looking. Next thing we're gonna do is remove this piece so we can pull the whole plastic off. It's gonna be a couple 10mm bolts here. And everything else on this door is also gonna be 10mm. The door stopper, the window regulator, the door hinges are actually gonna be 12mm, but everything else is gonna be 10. All right, so got the couple screws out of there. Remove the speaker wire. Unveil said plastic piece, ta-da! I kept the handle on this door because I didn't have to remove it, but I'm gonna want my handle because it has the lock. There's a couple shields we wanna remove so we can get access to the window regulator and the door handle. All right, all these screws removed. This just pops right on off. Careful with the goopy goop. Got a star screw deal. I used my kit here and I found a size that fits. Let's see if I can fit this tool. Fits perfectly right there. The door has 3 hex screws right here you want to remove, and then there's also this little piece right here by the door handle. If you go ahead and pop this off with a flathead, it'll just pull right on out. And there's a little screw in there as well. So it has a little clipping retainer here, so you just need to loosen it and it's gonna stay in place. By loosening that up, this guy will just pull straight on out. So there's my lock, and I can put this into the other door and keep the same key. So the only thing that was holding this lock together was this little star screw screwing into that right there. I got the handle on the other door, so we're good. Now we can unclip our levers to our door handle, detach our power source to the power lock, and this guy will come out with some twisting. All right, if you do need to remove your door handle, it's as easy as sliding this sideways. And so by sliding it sideways, the handle just pops right on off. Removing the handle also takes the tension off the inner piece. And so that comes out as well. This little deal right here, when you pull the handle, connects into here. Opens and closes the door. And with the clips, kind of feel for it on the inside. And when you squeeze, you can just use your hands. And it's just a couple tabs. I got that tab out. We want to remove this power source right here. All right, now that we removed all the clips out of the way, we have easy access to the 2, 4, 5, 6 bolts that hold this window regulator in. Once the regulator starts coming down, you'll see there's one bolt to remove here, and there's another bolt to remove right there. You take away those 2 bolts and this window will slide away from the regulator. You can slide it right out of the car. A good way to gain access to the second screw is to hold the regulator up. Just like that, we got it removed. With the window unbolted from the regulator, it slides out of the door super easy, just like that. With the window removed, all we have left is this regulator, so we can remove the last 2 bolts holding it in and pull it out through this opening. Okay, you can see here, I'm gonna push inward. You just wanna finagle it. You can pull this arm out first, and then you just kind of slide the whole deal out. And there is your window regulator. Window up, window down. There's one more clip on the inside of the door right here. And we're gonna remove this door stopper next so we can swing this door wider, and then we can fully pull this cable out of the door after we take the hinges off. Got 1, 2, and 3. Once you get it loose, you're gonna slide it out through the door because it has to come out that way. With the stopper removed, you got enough room to fit a socket wrench in here. You'll get to a certain point though to where this will get stuck and not have room to back out. So what you want to do is just loosen it up as much as you can, and then at some point you're going to just twist by hand. You're also not going to want to remove this completely yet. Loosen all of them up. The door is going to start to weigh down as you get these loose. Before removing the door, we're going to remove the clip right here that holds the wiring in place. There's also a boot right here that holds the wiring to the door. We remove this boot and then we can pull all the wiring out. Got this last bolt up here. I'm going to hold the door so that whenever this bolt comes out, the door doesn't just fall. Now that I have that removed, I'm just going to slide the door right on off. And now we can just take this cable system. Just be careful not to break any of the clips. Just kind of shake it around. And now we have our door shell completely detached from the car. And in case you want to go doorless for the day. And good riddance to it. Ready to put our new door on and reassemble. Dent-free upgraded door. The hardest part's going to be holding up the door as you find the thread for that first bolt. Once you get it placed, then everything else should just dial in. Got the new door reinstalled with the hinges, the door stop, the rear view mirror. Got the wiring set up, the window regulator installed with the window. Got the handle back on, put back on the shield covers, and reinstalled the lock. So we are good to put the plastic back on this. I actually popped the handle back off to put this plastic right behind it. Reinstalled this piece right here. So I got the plastic tacky all back together. To put the cover back on, you just slide it right on the top here by the window. It's real easy. But first you want to make sure you reinstall your electrical connections. All right, with those reattached, just gonna go ahead and pop this on top. It falls right into place. Just push down on the door. We're just gonna reinstall this piece right here. Screw that back in and also screw that back in. And that is your door. And that's how you do it yourself, save money and prosper.